Not too long ago, homes in Southern California were flying off the shelves. And I don't mean days, I mean hours. You blink and you'd miss them. You'd go to lunch, and by the time you came back, the listing you loved was already pending. But now, things are different. Homes aren't selling in hours anymore. In fact, they're not even selling in days. The average home is now taking 58 days to sell. That's more than a week longer than the same time last year, and nearly double the time buyers had during the frenzy just a few years ago. And believe it or not, this is actually good news for both buyers and sellers. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Larry Fleischman, your Southern California real estate broker. And today I want to talk to you through what this shift means for you, how to use that extra time to your advantage, and why having a local expert in your corner makes all the difference. And real quick, if you find this helpful, please hit the like button. It really helps more people see this, and it lets me know that you're enjoying the content. And if you've got questions, please just drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. All right, let me take you back to 2021. I was working with a young couple in Valencia who fell in love with the home the minute they saw it. They asked me, hey, said, Larry, can we sleep on it and decide tomorrow? Well, I had to tell them, honestly, you don't have until tomorrow. If you like this house, you've got to write an offer right now, tonight. And they looked at each other like, whoa, wait a minute. We're about to commit to a $700,000 purchase with just a few hours to decide? Well, that was the reality back then. Buyers were pressured, emotions were high, and homes were snapped up before people could even process what they were buying. Now, fast forward to today, things have changed. You've got time, you've got breathing room. Look, I talk to people every day, and I hear from people who tell me they want to buy a house, but they don't have the down payment, or the prices are too high, or the interest rates are too high. Hey, I get it, but I have to tell you, I love having these conversations. The reason I create these videos is to educate and help you with all things real estate. And these conversations, well, they're real, they're raw. It allows me to help you with facts and the knowledge to make the best decisions for you. What I'm saying is, don't take what you hear in the news or from friends and family as absolute truth. There are so many different strategies for buyers, for sellers, and you need the facts to decide if you should buy, if you should sell, how to buy, how to sell, how much should you offer, how much should you list for, should I rent and wait a while, should I rent out my house, what's a house hack? Oh, all right, I'm getting a little off topic here, but my point is my team and I are here to help, and we're going to share information for free. Just reach out and tell us what you're thinking or ask us a question. We're going to be more than happy to give you the information you need to make the most informed decision. All right, sorry for my rant. Let's get back to it and talk numbers. Right now, across the US, the average time on market is 58 days. Here in Southern California, it can really vary by city, but Los Angeles County homes are averaging around 50 to 60 days. In Santa Clarita, it's closer to 45 days, depending on price. And in Orange County, some higher end homes are taking 70 or more days to sell. Now, if you compare that to 2021, when many homes went pending in just under a week, that's a massive difference. And here's the key takeaway. This extra time doesn't mean the market is crashing. It means the market is balancing. Buyers finally have time to tour multiple homes. Sellers have time to compete with quality, not just scarcity. And negotiations, they're back on the table. So if you're a buyer, here's why this matters. You've got more time to think before writing an offer. You can actually negotiate repairs and credits again. You're not feeling like you're forced to waive inspections just to win a bidding war. I recently helped a family in Canyon Country. They were first-time buyers, and a few years ago, they would have been competing with 10 or 20 other offers, going tens of thousands of dollars over asking, and probably skipping inspections. But today, they wrote a fair offer, we negotiated a credit for new flooring, and they actually had a week to think before making their final decision. That's what balance is all about. And for you sellers, don't panic. Yes, homes are taking longer to sell, but that doesn't mean they aren't selling. What it means is that you need to price strategically. Look, the buyers out there, you buyers, you're smart, and buyers know when something's overpriced. Sellers, you've got to market aggressively. Professional photos, video tours, open houses, it all matters more now than ever. And you've got to work with an agent who knows the local posts. Look, I had a listing in Valencia recently that took just under 30 days to get into escrow. That's pretty fast in today's market, but it only happened because we prepped the home, priced it right, and marketed it everywhere. Homes that are sitting for 90 plus days, 9 times out of 10, it's either pricing or presentation. This is where working with a local real estate professional becomes absolutely critical. Look, every neighborhood, anywhere, but in Southern California, they're all different. You know, a home in Santa Clarita is going to behave very differently than a home in West LA or Thousand Oaks or Pasadena. And you need someone who lives and breathes these markets. Someone who can say, hey, in this zip code, homes are averaging 40 days, but in that zip code, they're sitting for 75 days. And that kind of insight only comes from boots on the ground, day in and day out. And you know what? If you're watching this from outside of Southern California thinking, oh, Larry, I wish you could help me where I live, I've got some great news. Even if you're not in my area, I've got your back. I have a trusted network of real estate professionals all across the country, people that I've worked with, people that I've trained with, and that I personally know. These are agents who, share my commitment to put clients first and treating people like family. So if you need help buying or selling anywhere, please just reach out. I'd be happy to connect you with someone who's going to care about you just like I would. I'm curious, if you were buying or selling during the frenzy a few years back, how fast did homes disappear in your area? Comment below. I'd love to hear your story. So here's the bottom line. Homes are taking longer to sell right now, about 58 days on average, and that's not a bad thing. It's actually the market finding balance again. If you're buying, well, this means more time, less pressure, and better negotiations. And if you're selling, it means strategy matters more than ever. Pricing, presentation, and partnering with the right agent so that you're getting the best deal possible. So if you're here in Southern California and you're thinking about making a move, let's talk. I'll help you navigate the timing, the strategy, the negotiation so you get the best possible outcome. And as I said, if you're outside of SoCal, don't worry, I can connect you with someone amazing right in your area. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. Remember, the market is changing quickly, and if you want to stay ahead, make sure you like and subscribe. That way, you'll get the latest updates before you make your next big move. I'll see you in the next video. Stay classy, SoCal, and remember, for all things real estate, sell or buy, Larry's your guy.